For many years, most of my life in fact, I've lived without stated goals, with rare exceptions. As such, I feel like I have accomplished very, very little for the efforts I've put into life. After all, how can you achieve anything or go anywhere if you haven't actually stated where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do? To that end, I'm stating some goals and starting a journey. This video ultimately is more of a reminder for myself. When things get hard, when I feel weak, when I fail, all things that are, well, kind of inevitable when you decide to really pursue something. And it's a reminder that I want more than mediocrity in my day-to-day life. I choose to pursue greatness. I choose to pursue excellence. In short, I want to get good, not just at a particular game, but at life as a whole. To that end, my goal in playing Pokemon VGC is to become a world champion. At first, my goal was to be able to play with the really good players and be satisfied with that. But what I realized was that goal was weak and vague. It was ultimately going to hold me back from pushing myself to actualize all my potential. If I just say, well, I want to play really well, that's something very subjective, and honestly, I could be said to have accomplished that right now. It's not something that's going to push me to become more than I am right now. It will not force me to do things I don't want to do, but are necessary for making myself who I want to be. I want to be a champion in every area of my life. One of the things I love most about Leon from Sword and Shield is that he is extremely focused on making sure that everyone in the Galar region has a champion time. It's his motto, his catchphrase, and I think he really embodies it and makes it his way of life. Some people might think that's a really one-dimensional character build, but honestly I think it's heroic and inspiring. Because to truly fulfill that goal, you have to live that way on and off the field. That's what I want to give to my wife and children, a champion time. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to reshape many areas of my life. There's a couple of obstacles that are in the way, and I have plans to overcome them. I've identified 3 areas I need to improve in order to get closer to my goal of becoming a Pokemon World Champion. 1. Physical health and stamina. 2. Financial stability. And 3. General game knowledge and skills. The first one, physical health and stamina. At the time of making this video, I'm overweight by about 50 pounds. I'm not disciplined in how I eat, sleep, or train myself, physically or intellectually. At first you might say, well, what does that have to do with becoming a world champion? Well, personally, I'm of the mind that human beings are very holistic. That is, everything we do in one way, shape, or form impacts everything else. To more easily summarize, it's the concept of training like a champion on and off the field. To be the best Pokemon player I can be, I need to be healthy and physically competent. This physical competency then influences my mental competency, allowing me to more clearly see what is happening in-game to make better decisions in my matches, and to stay mentally alert throughout an entire competition or tournament event. As those of you who have attended a regional or other tournament event know, an entire day of the same activity is challenging to remain mentally alert for. To this end, I'm starting the process of working out and disciplining my diet. It's going to be fun. When I eat, what I eat, and how much of it. I will be tracking the weight changes in this channel as a form of helping myself stay on track and keeping myself accountable. Number 2, financial stability. Under my leadership, my family's finances aren't in the position to allow me to go to the tournaments I want to go to. Never mind accomplishing my goal of taking my family along to all of those. Like many Americans, my family's acquired consumer debt under my leadership, which is a huge obstacle to me in providing a champion time to my wife and children and realizing my dream of becoming a world champion. After all, you can't win tournaments if you don't go to them. Shock, I know, right? With that in mind, eradicating consumer debt from my finances is a very big deal to me, and one of my purposes in making this channel is to help keep me accountable to that goal, as well as the goal of saving up for tournaments. I've done the research, and I have the knowledge. It's now just a matter of enacting my financial plan, day in and day out. 3rd, last but not least, general game knowledge and becoming a better player. The third and perhaps largest obstacle to this process of becoming a world champion is general game sense and knowledge, and ultimately that is the core of what this channel is about. I need to expand my knowledge of the game, try out new things, acquire that practical experience, and really hone my skills so that when I have the opportunity to attend my next tournament, I can go ready to crush it. From what I can see, with the events that have been announced so far for the upcoming season, and well, current season technically. The next tournament I plan to attend is the 2025 Milwaukee Regionals, and providing I have the finances for it, an AIC in 2025. To that end, I plan to build my personal knowledge base and test a variety of different strategies in Pokemon, making videos as I go. When I have time, I would like to make in-depth videos about individual Pokemon meta archetypes and a variety of other competitive topics. I also plan to analyze my own games to actively learn from my mistakes. Finally, as my schedule allows, I intend to participate in online challenges and tournaments. Ultimately, the purpose of this channel is to document my journey, the road toward the Pokemon World Championship, the pursuit of the World Champ title, and above all, the pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. We're going to have a champion time.